thank you to bring the Dolphin Army back to the Japanese embassy. Let's have a big round of applause.
Yes, thank you.
And a big round of applause to Becca and Karen as well for doing so much hard work, bringing this event together. For 6 years they've done this, which is absolutely fantastic. Okay, this is the biggest rolling demonstration we have anywhere in Europe outside an embassy. We bring hundreds of people here literally every few months to demonstrate against the slaughter at Taiji. So let's hear a round of applause for London and the campaign against dolphin slaughter. And it's really, really important that we keep coming back here, because the ambassador in that office, in that embassy, wants us to go away, wants us to be quiet, wants us to make no noise. Well, we're going to make plenty of noise. We're going to keep telling him, we're going to keep telling the Japanese people and the world that the slaughter at Taiji must stop. Would you agree? Now, as we speak here today, there are brave people in Japan facing threats and intimidation, bearing witness to the world to the horrible cruelty and slaughter that's going on in Taiji. I want to pay respect to them, because they are really, really the angels for the innocent. They are the caring, compassionate people that all of us should welcome to have in this world. Would you agree? Rico Barry, the Cove Monitor, Sea Shepherd, and everyone that's taking their time and their money to go to Japan to bear witness, we thank you, all of you. Now every single year between September and March, and we're coming close to the end of the season again, we know that hundreds and hundreds of dolphins will be killed in Taiji. This year, probably over 600 have been killed so far. We know why they're killed. They're killed because certain people in Japan, because of ignorance, because of greed, and because of corruption, allow this madness to go on. Wouldn't you agree? But the one thing it isn't. It is not culture. It is not culture. It is just cruelty. Wouldn't you agree? There is no excuse for a few fishermen to kill so many beautiful, intelligent animals in a way that no slaughterhouse around the world would accept. These animals have their tails dragged out of the water. They have poles, lances put into their spinal cord to kill them. It takes 5, 10, 15 minutes to die the most agonizing death. Do any of us think in the modern, civilized world this should continue? No. And there is no justification for saying that people need to eat dolphin meat. We know that it's full of lead. We know that it's full of cadmium, full of mercury. We know that the Japanese health ministry tell young people not to eat this, children not to eat this, pregnant mothers not to eat this. Why, oh why, would anyone want to eat dolphin meat? Don't you agree? And the tragedy of this is that most of that dolphin meat ends up as fertilizer or dog food. Do any of us think it's acceptable to kill one of the most complex, intelligent, beautiful animals in the world to turn it into fertilizer, do we? No! It's an absolute national disgrace to Japan, and it's a disgrace to the world that we allow this horrible carnage to continue. Wouldn't you agree? We know that it's not the value of dolphins as dead dolphins that drives this horrible trade. We know that the fishermen in Taiji might only get about $400, $600 per dead dolphin. We know that most people don't want to eat it. We know it ends up as dog meat or fertilizer. But we know it's the greed and corruption of the private equity businesses, of the banks, of the marine parks around the world that drive this horrible business. Would you agree? Yes! A trained dolphin, and over 100 will be taken from the cove this year as their mothers, as their fathers, as their sons are destroyed around them. They'll be dragged away from this place, put on an aeroplane and carried across the world to China, to Korea, to Thailand, to Egypt, to Turkey, to Vietnam, to all these places in the world to be put in concrete prisons for the rest of their life, and they'll trade at a value of about $150,000 to $200,000. It's that money that keeps the carnage at Taiji going. Nothing to do with culture, everything to do with greed and exploitation. Would you agree? And that's why we have to keep saying to the people of Japan, to the people of Europe, to the people of America, and to the people in developing countries like Korea, Thailand, Vietnam, and other parts of the world, that it is not acceptable for us to see such suffering of intelligent, beautiful animals so that we can put them in concrete prisons to entertain us. Wouldn't you agree? There is no excuse for the continuation of capture of dolphins or whales to put in marine parks. We are winning this battle. We are lowering the profit to big businesses like SeaWorld. We are driving the people away from the gates. We are stopping them breeding their animals. But what we are seeing is this business is growing in developing world countries. People need to be educated there as well. So we can't just concentrate on Europe and America. We must work in Vietnam, in China, in Korea and other countries to educate a new generation of people to say, this is not acceptable. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes!
And as Steve Backshaw, the great ecologist and conservationist who's in Japan at the moment, quite rightly said a few days ago, we must stop this horror in Japan, but this should not become a campaign of hatred against the Japanese people. Japan is a developed economy, one of the world's leading economies. It's brought huge innovation and change and benefit to societies around the world. There are terrible things that go on in Japan with whaling and what happens at Taiji Cove. But we can't blame all the Japanese people for that. We must say to the Japanese fishermen, the Japanese government, the Japanese media, that you must change because this shames your country's reputation. It will do you good in the long term to bring this tragedy to a close. We want to work with you, hand in hand, to bring about this change. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes!
Because it's that caring, compassionate education, information and bearing witness that all of us are doing every day by coming to protests like this, by going to the cove in Japan, by actually telling people that we know that they shouldn't go to marine parks in America, Europe or anywhere in the world. That is what's making a difference. That is what will protect the future of the world's oceans. That's what will protect the future of the world's dolphins and the world's whales. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes!
So we must keep coming back here. We must keep making more noise. We must keep making people aware, as we have through the streets of London today, with our placards and with our chants, that everyone who's recording on their phones, including many Japanese tourists today, will take that back home to Japan and will share it. And thousands more people will say, what is it that's going on in this place? Why is this continuing to happen? We must stop this. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes!
And let's not forget, there might be 700 dolphins killed at Taiji Cove this year. Maybe 100 plus will be taken away from marine parks. But over 15,000 porpoises, whales and dolphins will be killed around the coast of Japan this year alone. And in other parts of the world, that carnage will continue as well. These animals have no proper protection in the international environmental rights movement and legislation of government. They must have it. We must fight governments to make that happen. That's why we have to lobby governments here in Britain, across Europe and America, to say the time has come to give international protection to whales, dolphins, porpoises. That is what we need to see. We need action now. We must stop fishermen, the military and other people exploiting and killing these animals for profit, for greed and ignorance. Would you agree?
Yes!
So keep fighting, keep coming here. We'll be continuing to fight and protest. There are embassies across Europe. I know there's going to be protests coming up in Holland. There's protests coming up in Belgium. There are more protests we see in America. And actually we're beginning to see a growing voice in Korea, in Japan and other countries as well. All of us should welcome that. That's why we're going to win this battle, because we're caring, compassionate people. We won't give in. We won't give in to threats. We won't give in to intimidation. And one day we can say that it was us that made a stand to make this world a better place. It was us that protected the dolphins and the whales for future generations in this world. Would you agree?
Yes!
Thank you very much. Thank you.